Hello, my precious creations. So with the release of the version 5.7 beta, we recently got a lot of new information about the new Abyss and Dahlia's Kit. So starting things off, this Abyss will have 6 stages, but there is a twist. The enemies will not be the same as in the Imaginarium Theater or the Spiral Abyss. Instead, we will have to face against world bosses, and based on this info, it seems like Skirk will be the best DPS character in this game mode, as her niche against single-target bosses allows her to excel. According to Cat, who is one of the most reliable sources of information, players will get to choose the difficulty of each stage, with there being up to 5 levels of difficulty. Players will be able to co-op in the first 3 difficulty levels, and all Primogem rewards can be gained. However, there has also been some speculation hinting to a weapon skin being one of the possible rewards. Anyways, how does this new Abyss work? Well, for each stage, there will be 3 floors each, and thankfully players will be able to use the same team within the first 3 difficulty stages, as well as co-op with other players. However, this all changes once you set it to the 4th difficulty or higher. Co-op will be disabled, and you will no longer be allowed to use the same characters for all 3 floors, which means that you will need to have 3 teams with a total of 12 well-built characters to take on the higher difficulties. Also, what makes this new game mode different is that all characters will start with 0 energy at the start of each new floor, meaning that you cannot simply just go in with your rotation. You will need to farm energy for your characters before you can bring out more damage. Moving on to Dahlia, he will be a 4-star Hydro sword user who will play the role as a DPS buffing support on your team. He will be able to buff the frequency of your attacks. As of now, we do not have as much information on his kit as we do with Skirk's, but seeing as he is Hydro and can buff the speed of your team's attacks, this should in theory make him a good free-to-play option for Skirk, who will be on field dishing out a lot of slashes from her enhanced attacks. Dahlia's elemental skill will summon a Misty Trace, which will have different effects depending on whether you tap or hold, so it works the same as Skirk's skill. This Misty Trace will explode, dealing AoE Hydro damage if touched by an enemy, and can launch you upwards if touched by a party member. If you just press, the trace will be summoned close in front of the player, but if you hold, this trace can be summoned at a targeted location. Dahlia's Elemental Burst will deal area of effect Hydro damage, and will shield the active character as well as grant an effect. The shield will scale off Dahlia's max HP, and will have an increased 250% effectiveness against Hydro damage. While the effect lasts, when the shield expires or is broken, Dahlia can consume a stack of a special effect to summon a new shield. These stacks can be gained through having the active character under the effect hit enemies with normal attacks 4 times. Up to 5 stacks can be gained during each instance of the effect. And that is all we have regarding the new Abyss and Dahlia for now. Let me know what you think about this information. Do you think that the new Abyss will be difficult and test players in ways we are not normally used to? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. And with that, I will see you all next time.